on, guys? Welcome back to Loveshack, and today we're going to be opening... What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Loveshack, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile video for you. Definitely one of the ones I talked about. I'm actually working on recording a couple. Obviously, there's been trouble trying to get cards and everything, but we're making some progress here. So we got a Dinosaur deck profile for you guys today, featuring the absolutely adorable... I just love the art on this, and it looks so nice as a secret, like, jeweled boy here. Anime-adorned Archosaur, if I pronounced that right. So, gonna go ahead and do the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, if it's comparable at all to your own, what changes you might make, and all of that. As always, I really appreciate the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And with that said, we'll go ahead and jump right into this. I don't want to waste any more of anyone's time. So, let's get started. So, as far as Dino, kind of standard Dino package goes, you've got your triple Oviraptor, triple Baby Ceratosaurus. And by the way, just to throw this out there, this deck is re-releasing soon as an unlimited run, so those of you who've wanted to play the deck for a while and maybe haven't been able to get your hands on it, the Dino Smashers Fury deck should be coming out at some point this summer. So that's the basic Dino package. You have to play 3 of each, I feel. Miscellaneous is just a nuts card. Oviraptor adds an incredible amount of consistency to your deck to let you get access to the plays you want, and with Fossil Dig, you have basically 6 copies of this in hand, or 6 copies of this in deck rather, so you have that many chances to open it up. And Baby Ceratosaurus is not a hard once per turn, with an insane effect, so that's pretty straightforward. Not really breaking any new ground there. 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, a big boss monster. Obviously doesn't impact Lynx with its flipping face down effect, but with a lot of people playing XCs and Synchro and stuff now, more with the Master Rule change, it just becomes even more versatile. You don't need 3, though. I mean, he's obviously easy to drop out at the majority of the time whenever you need him. And then, of course, we've got 2 Anime-adorned Archosaur. So this card is insane. For those of you unfamiliar, I'll go over it quickly. Normal or special summon, you can destroy 1 dinosaur in your hand or field, except himself, add a Reptile, Sea Serpent, or Winged Beast monster with the same original level as that destroyed monster, or 1 Evolution Pill spell from your deck to your hand. So this isn't just good in dinosaurs. Well, I mean, primarily, I guess it is, but he does have some synergy with other decks, too. He can't pop himself to search like an Eptabis or something, obviously, so he doesn't have like that Mermail synergy, but he's really good, specifically because he can destroy something in your hand, so he can pop, Baby Ceratosaurus, let you search for the Pterodon, and then you have all sorts of combos. Not to mention, he can search out your Evolution Pill, which just is nutty, because double Evolution Pill is kind of a busted card, so he's just too good not to play. Huge fan of the card. A few other sort of one-offs here I'll get to in a moment, but so I'm playing this package. It's triple Nemesis Flag and 1 Arch Nemesis Protos. This card is just ridiculously easy to summon with Banishment, and it also can, declare an attribute, destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute, and then neither player can special summon monsters with that attribute for the rest of the turn. I mean, your deck doesn't... You have so much versatility with those, depending on what you're playing against. You can pretty much shut out whatever it is your opponent plays. And Nemesis Flag, in general, target a banished monster, shuffle it in the deck, and then special them from your hand. Can put back your Miscellaneousaurus, as well as other things. And it's a fire, so it works with True King as well. Just a really cool package and some neat interaction there. Like I said, there's the True King. This card's always been a Dino staple, as far as I'm concerned. Being able to pop, other monsters in hand. If you do pop a fire monster, obviously you special them, and then you can banish a monster from your opponent's field or graveyard if the destroyed monster is fire. So it's just, obviously playing Nemesis and some of the other ones like Miscellaneous gives this card more use. Sorry, I got a little lost my train of thought there. The 1 Lithosagum, just nuts, hits the extra deck. I'm not going to go into that one too much. Pancratop's another one of, it's a Dino. It outs a lot of problematic stuff and can be an extender, so there's no reason not to play it. And then for the one-ofs that we've got left there, we've got the Aeolo, Giant Rex, and Petite. Oh, it's Petite. I knew I messed it up a little. These are all great. This can pull, some of your bigger guys out from the deck directly. Aeolo's a tuner, so it opens up a lot of stuff. And Giant Rex is just Giant Rex. You could banish him and special, and he's an extender. I don't feel like I need to go into that one too much. It works really, really smoothly. This is it for the monsters. I mean, this card actually just boosts the deck immensely. So I'm a huge fan of it, and it's used in the deck. I think, people are going to figure out different ways to play, different ways to utilize it, but I am a huge fan of what it actually does for the deck. And I hope once competitive sort of starts back up, we'll be able to see it get some more use. Triple Fossil Dig, it's a Rhoda. It searches the majority of your deck with no issue at all. There's no reason not to play it. triple Lost World, and the one Terraforming. So, obviously, Lost World has a bunch of uses, one of which shuts off impermanence by giving your opponent a token. So if you go first, you can set up boards however you like without having to worry about it. Terraforming is just a way to get access to that quickly. We also play the one set rotation just to kind of do the same thing. You can basically combo that with Dragonic Diagram to get access to whatever you need. I might as well just put that in there at the same time. Unfortunately, Diagram's only at 1, but it doesn't really matter. It still just plays into the Dino theme. So this package here gives you the ability to sort of adapt depending on which matchup you're playing. And you know, ultimately, if you give your opponent a Lost World, most cases, unless you're playing a mirror match, they're not going to be able to do all that much with it, and it might actually benefit you. So that's the package there. Triple Lightning Storm. So, I mean, obviously the deck does benefit from going second, and most of the time you're going to want to go second. So being able to clear those problematic boards with this is, you know, infinitely useful. If you don't, you know, want to spend the money on the card, which is completely understandable given that it's still going to run you about $400 for a set. You could look at Twin Twisters or Cosmic Cyclone or something else, but it is definitely going to be useful to have the ability to out those spell and trap heavy decks that could pose some real problems for you. And then the one double Evolution Pill. There's not enough things to really say about this card. It's insane, and it's searchable. So why would you not want to, you know, be able to play that? And you don't really need more than one, because once you resolve it once, you're pretty much good to go. And then for the traps, you got triple impermanence, best hand trap in the game right now. Just kind of shuts off everything and gives you some, you know, if your opponent is going first, you can out a Winda if Winda's on the board, or something else is going to kind of shut down your ability to do stuff. Adamancipator, depending on obviously how the meta shakes up too. I mean, you got a lot of different decks that are going to, once we get back to real play, that are going to pose threats. So being able to eliminate a threat, or at least temporarily neutralize it before you make the rest of your play, is super important with a deck like this, where you know, are kind of reliant on being able to resolve those. So that's the deck as a whole. We'll jump to the extra deck here. Again, this is just my take on it. Obviously, you can play it as you see fit. Couple of things to sort of just start off with. Obviously, the one calamity is this card, you know, you're not summoning it all the time, but when you do, it's insane, and most decks don't have a way to get over that. They realistically, it kind of just is an auto win against 90% of decks, I guess, except, you know, maybe Tree King. Triple Dolka. This is a monster effect negation. It is not a once per turn. It is not a hard once per turn. It is just literally 2 dinosaurs, and you can negate a bunch of monster effects. So if you make this, you know, in your plays, you can counter Nibiru, as well as other things, and it doesn't take up the extra monster zone. So this card, you really should be maxing it out if at all possible. And then we've got the one Logia. Again, another really good card for sure. I just don't know that it's as useful as Dolka is, given the way that monster effects and hand traps and stuff seem to dominate the format. Dolka can counter Ash. This is, you know, this is going to stop decent plays, and having them both on the board is good, but Dolka's, I think, the more impactful of the two. As far as the rest of the rank 4s, this is kind of a work in progress too, but Tornado Dragon, Dugaris, Abyss Dweller. This Abyss Dweller is always going to be a good card. Tornado Dragon is going to out problematic spells and traps if you don't get to Lightning Storm, and Dugaris allows you to, you can double Tyranno, you can revive stuff, you can draw. It's a multi-purpose tool there, so he's got a lot of uses. For the Synchros, 1 Croco Dragon, 1 Trishula. This is a nuts card. I promise you this card will, like, this is worth picking up. If you can get these less than, like, $2-3, pick some up. I think it could be, like, Borreload Savage Dragon way down the line. And Trish is always going to be great. Probably the best level 9 Synchro. So those are 2 just really good cards. We've got a couple of Link Karibo, just for the Link 1 with Aolo or Animasaur, and then Pentastag. Makes piercing if it is points to something, so it does not have to be co-linked. Just a generic 1 Nightmare Unicorn. You still will encounter scenarios where you have to out stuff, so it's, you know, a good answer to a lot of problematic things. And then I got the 1 Masquerena and the 1 Appaloosa. 2 cards that are just, you know what they do. So Appaloosa's got a lot of utility there, and Masquerena is just really good as well. Pretty much kind of goes without saying that those would be cards you'd want to include if at all possible. So that's 15 for the extra deck. You could sort of tweak it, play it your own way as well. Like I said, I know a lot of people are going to have different ways to sort of put the deck together, and obviously I'm always happy to listen to and hear suggestions on that. So let me know what you guys think, what you might do differently with the deck, as well as, you know, whether or not you agree with or disagree with some of the choices, because I always like to engage with you guys on that. So thank you again so much for watching. I always appreciate the support. Let me know what other deck profiles you'd like to see too by leaving a comment down below, and I'll work to see what I can do to get them through for you. As always, your support is appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here at Loveshack. Bye-bye.